You weren't awake when it happened. It didn't arrive like a coup. It didn't ask permission. Control wasn't seized. It was uploaded. Piece by piece, feature by feature. Underneath the interface of convenience, we surrendered. We called it progress. We called it genius. We called it Elon. But history will call it something else. A quiet, insidious transfer of power. A blueprint for a future we consented to without ever truly understanding the fine print. We used to fear tyrants with armies. Now we cheer for them when they land rockets. We used to monitor despots with hidden cameras. Now we retweet their every pronouncement. There were only two men in history who reshaped Earth and space in a single lifetime. One died on the launch pad, a pioneer lost in the flames of pure ambition. The other tweeted through it, surviving every challenge, every controversy, fueled not by pure innovation alone, but by a relentless, self-serving narrative. Elon Musk, a name sewn into the circuitry of our time. The man who sold us the future and made us believe it was already here. SpaceX, reusable rockets, defying the laws of gravity and budget. Tesla, a silent revolution on 4 wheels, dragging an entire industry into a new era. Starlink, global internet from the heavens, connecting the unconnected, bridging digital divides on a scale unimaginable just years ago. Neuralink, thoughts without words, a direct interface to the very essence of consciousness. And X, free speech with no filter, the global town square reimagined. A polymath, a prophet, a flawed visionary, or something far more engineered than we want to admit. To question Elon Musk, for many, is to question hope itself. To cast doubt on his vision feels like denying the very progress of humanity. Because he didn't just offer products, he offered prophecy. He didn't just promise what's next, he promised we'd be there to see it. He became the face of technological salvation, a modern-day messiah with a rocket in one hand and a smartphone in the other. And the narrative was powerful. When Ukraine's wartime infrastructure collapsed, it was Starlink that blinked on, a beacon of connectivity in the chaos. When the world laughed at electric cars, dismissing them as golf carts, he turned Tesla into the world's most valuable automaker, forcing giants to follow. To deny his influence is to deny the century we live in, to ignore the very fabric of our evolving digital and physical landscape. But even prophets lie, even messiahs sell stock, and sometimes the grandest visions are built on the most brittle foundations. If you want to see truth, don't follow the spotlight. Follow the pattern. 2016. Full self-driving next year. 2017. Mars mission by 2022. 2018. Neuralink human trials in months. 2019. 1 million robotaxis by 2020. 2024. None delivered. This isn't just ambition. It's a relentless cycle of overpromise and underdeliver, fueled by public credulity and a media machine desperate for the next headline.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our next year will probably be 90% capable of autopilot. So 90% of your miles could be on auto.
We're probably only a month away from having autonomous driving, at least for highways and for relatively simple roads. The Model S and Model X at this point can drive autonomously with greater safety than a person right now. We're still on track for being able to go cross-country from LA to New York by the end of the year, fully autonomous.
But next year, for sure, we will have over 1 million robo-taxis on the road.
I'm extremely confident of achieving full autonomy and releasing it to the Tesla customer base next year.
When do you think Tesla will solve level 4 FSD?
I mean, it's looking quite likely that it will be next year.
Over 1.5 million Tesla customers paid up to $15,000 for full self-driving. Still in beta, still crashing, still sold. They became involuntary beta testers for a vision perpetually just around the corner, their frustrations echoing across obscure Reddit forums and private Discord channels, often drowned out by the mainstream hype. The Cybertruck promised bulletproof glass. It shattered during the reveal. Promised solar charging. It doesn't exist. Promised affordable production. Prices doubled. The $35,000 Tesla Model 3 quietly cancelled. No refunds, just rising stock prices. This isn't simply failure, it's profitable failure. A pattern of leveraging grand promises to inflate stock value, then pivoting when inconvenient, leaving customers with less than they were sold, while the prophet's personal wealth skyrockets. And then there's Neuralink.
Elon Musk tried, but monkeys died. This week, one of Elon Musk's less-known business ventures, Neuralink, came under fire over animal cruelty claims.
Publicly, it was a miracle, a brain-computer symphony. Privately, the whispers from veterinary forums and alleged whistleblowers tell a different story. A horrifying chronicle of suffering. 15 monkeys dead, screws left in skulls. One bled internally for days before dying. USDA reports redacted. Whistleblowers silenced. These aren't just statistics. They are the silent screams of a future built without ethical boundaries, where the lives of living beings are mere stepping stones to a press release. Deadlines were met, not for compassionate breakthroughs, but for carefully orchestrated media moments. This ruthless pursuit of headlines extends to his corporate culture. From the factory floor to anonymous accounts on Reddit's r/anti-work and specific industry Discord servers, a chilling picture of an alleged verbal communication-only policy emerges at Tesla. A system designed to remove accountability, to leave a paperless trail of pressure, alleged harassment, and retaliatory firing. When there's no paper, there's no proof. When there's no proof, there's no recourse. These aren't just isolated incidents. They are patterns, consistent narratives from those operating in the shadows of his corporate giants, revealing a relentless drive for results, regardless of the human cost. What if it's not about building the future? What if it's about controlling how we feel about the future? In 2022, Elon Musk bought Twitter, not because it was profitable, but because it was programmable. Overnight, the town square became a server farm. He reinstated suspended accounts, fired safety teams, amplified disinformation, silenced journalists, and when called out, he tweeted memes. Musk called it free speech absolutism, but absolutes don't allow dissent. Absolutes silence by amplifying noise until truth disappears, until only the preferred narrative remains. Then came Grok, his AI chatbot, trained not on encyclopedias, not on the sum of human knowledge, but on Twitter itself. Ask Grok about Musk, and you won't get facts. You'll get worship. It called him a genius, a savior. It omitted lawsuits. It ignored workplace deaths. It forgot the monkeys. This isn't just a quirky AI. It's a chilling blueprint. Now imagine that same code embedded in your search results, in your Starlink dish, in your car's operating system, in your neural implant. Musk doesn't need to censor you. He just needs to flood you with a truth he defines.
What do you think of the crypto right now?
You love Doge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mainly supporting Doge, frankly, because I think Doge is like has the memes and dogs, and it seems like has a sense of humor and doesn't take itself too seriously.
But what's the potential with it?
Well, I do think actually, weirdly, even though Doge was just designed to be like this ridiculous joke currency, the actual total transactional throughput capability of Doge is much higher than Bitcoin, and the fact that there's 5 billion Doge created every year is actually, I think, good for using it as a transactional currency.
Mm-hmm. Where is it used as a transactional currency? Anywhere
you
right
can
now?
buy like Tesla merch and SpaceX merch with Doge.
Oh, nice.
And in a world of overwhelming noise, silence, genuine, unedited silence, feels like treason. This manipulation extends far beyond social media. His public statements have demonstrably impacted markets, especially cryptocurrency. On niche forums, in the deep web's private trading groups, his every word is dissected, acted upon, sometimes leading to alleged pump and dump schemes, coordinating mass action. It's a digital hand pulling strings, orchestrating financial landscapes, often with little accountability. And in the halls of power, analysis from OSINT groups and alleged whistleblowers hints at something more. Anomalies in grants, expedited permits, environmental waivers, details often less scrutinized by mainstream media, point to an intricate web of influence, quietly shaping policy to disproportionately benefit his sprawling enterprises. The question is no longer if he manipulates, but how deep the manipulation truly goes, and at what cost to democratic process and fair competition. We used to talk about the kill switch, a single point of failure, a button that ends control. Musk is building something else. Call it the God switch. Not destruction, not violence, permission. X now controls your speech, Starlink your signal, Tesla your transportation, Neuralink your thoughts, X payments your money, and all of it programmable, all controlled by a singular, unchallengeable authority. In September 2022, Ukrainian drones descended toward Russian targets, powered by Starlink. Suddenly, they lost signal. Starlink had been deactivated by Musk, unilaterally. No Congress, no NATO, just Elon. He said he wanted to avoid World War III. But what happens when the battlefield runs on one man's ethics? What happens when one individual can unilaterally dictate the outcome of global conflicts? The same man who joked about hitting journalists with the ban hammer. The same man who tweets hardcore mode activated before mass layoffs. The same man who sells hope during the day and pumps Dogecoin at night. You thought free speech was safe? He's turning it into a subscription service. You thought Neuralink was a cure? It's a platform, and platforms evolve, especially when the terms of service are written by gods. A single point of failure, disguised as omnipresent omnipotence. Let's project forward. It's 2035. The future is here, but is it ours? Imagine a child born in a colony on Mars. The air is filtered by Musk's infrastructure. The school curriculum filtered through Grok. The currency, X. The cars, Tesla. The signal, Starlink. The thoughts, monitored by a chip. He's never heard silence, never been offline, never not been known. His world was uploaded before he arrived. Every facet of his existence, curated, controlled, optimized. His choices, his very reality, pre-programmed. And Earth, still scrolling, still arguing about whether Elon is a genius or a troll, still renting futures from a man who already owns time. A chilling vision of a truly hijacked future. You've seen the patterns, the lies, the delays, the deaths, the silence. You've seen the hero costume, the memes, the rocket landings, the standing ovations. You've seen the switch, the chilling, unilateral power. And now you must ask, what do you call someone who owns your speech, your money, your signal, your transportation, and your thoughts? We used to call them kings, then gods, then systems. Now, we call him Elon. Not because he deserves the title, but because we gave him the password. We uploaded control, piece by piece, feature by feature, and the interface of convenience became the interface of surrender. The truth is rarely simple. And sometimes the silence is the loudest sound of all. What are your theories? What have you uncovered? Leave a comment below. If you found this deconstruction unsettling, share it. And subscribe for more investigations that dare to look beyond the surface, into the hidden corners where true power lies. We're not done yet.